be fixed in one moment.
I mean, that's not funny. Who would laugh at that?
So, audio should be going up now. All right. We'll restart. Our story began in the library of Delphi, the Library of Alexandria, where three gods and the Oracle learned of a new threat coming to the Olympians, where this unnamed man ended up stealing many magical items from the library as well as killing Hera, Pan, and the Oracle herself. With nowhere left to go, the gods retreated to Atlantis, a gift given to Poseidon long before humans existed. A call for help was needed, as the very angry Olympians decided to call on their spawn that they had made, most of whom, did not know of their existence before. This is where our heroes came, as three human, or mostly human, of our party were sent to Hades and reunited with everyone else later after meeting one of the party members' fathers. The other, not so human of the party, was brought afterwards, later convening and becoming a de facto party. Later that night, cries went out, shriek, as Athena was being held hostage at Box Point as a young girl named Eris was pointing Pandora's box at her, threatening to get her mother back. This did not work as our party subdued Eris and later that morning learned that she was now part of the gang. Rough welcoming, but after a while, getting to know her a little bit better, the party viewed Eris as another ally. They went to the Caucasus Mountains to free Prometheus, as he is now the new Oracle, and he will know where to go and how to help the heroes. At the Caucasus Mountains, where there should have been harpies and monstrosities, there was nothing but death and trickery. For the same man who slayed Hera, Alexandria, and Pan also slayed Eris, as she failed to spy as the pseudo-dragon died that he had. And his mole was no longer useful, as he made a show of killing her in front of the party as to not mess with him again. And he sent two monstrosities after them. A version of the pseudo-dragon and a bird rock creature, both of which were dealt with very easily by the party. Some questions were answered. As the party was leaving, the last show was made as Eris was put back on the same rock that Prometheus was once chained to, as to keep the myth going, the man said. It's necessary. The party was rushed into the portal back to Atlantis. Two members did see the absolute abomination, monstrosity, horrific scene of what was dealing with the scraps left of Eris. And this moment is where we join the party back. Coming through the portal, some of you seeing what you saw. Prometheus looks at all of you, and he has this deep concern in his eyes. He knows what you all just went through. You're kids. You are on this mission, you have powers. There's only so much strength you can have. None of you, please. None of you hold guilt over your head for not saving her. Be mad at me for pushing you all through. I will carry that guilt for you. Who out of the party would be showing the most impact from all of that?
I think Bob. I don't know, but Bob just kind of he's just kind of silent, just looking ahead, not trying to show any emotions, but like it definitely seeps through that he's very disappointed in himself. He's just very, very somber, but like just very disappointed with himself. But like he doesn't want to fully show that. He's just
Again, this is a very harsh thing to now see. We've all been pushed into a lot recently. I am here to give you all answers to any questions you may have, and any aid that I can be. The same rule applies with the mist and trying to keep everything as safe for the rest. That's the burden we must all carry. I cannot help you physically in battle, but other aid, help, reconnaissance of the soul, I can do. Knowledge or warning. Do you have any questions? What is going on? What you need to do? Where the next step is?
Let's just get you to Zeus.
What the fuck was that? You know that?
What was what?
That man that we saw.
You know who he was.
Takes out he asks one of you for your tablet, and he shows the do not initiate, do not go near this man, stay away at all costs, the notice that they had given you all. And that was him. He's been going around killing who he can. He had only been there shortly before you had all gotten there. He'd shoot away the harpies. He started doing this sigil, talking to me. He knew I would be free. He didn't say anything at all. He just asked, what is it going to feel like? What are you going to say when you're free? As he was inscribing the rune, he knew what he was going to do to that girl. He teleported there to do it. What even I'm having trouble with is his insistency to keep the myth alive. I need to do more understanding on that. I have gained a lot of knowledge recently, but I need to do more looking on that. Keeping the myth alive, it's different than what's going on around the world. These reappearings on the tablet, he shows what the mountains were looking like, and how there was that kind of crackle with the harpies, and he moves to the picture of the Trojan War, of how the myths are recreating. What he's doing is different than that. What I wonder is also why she is not at the Fields of Elysium. I would do some talking with your father. He looks at you, Leon. We'll do some talking with your father. All of you, go check in with whoever you can. Get some rest. Talk with some of the other people that are going to be here. If you're going to be here, get some more friends other than who you have with your party. He takes out 4 pieces of paper and a pen. Give these to me, and I will see them sent to whomever you wish them to go to. Anyone at all. My boon to you all for rescuing me. And I'll make sure you get a reply back. Might take a while. It's my promise.
And you can send these to anybody.
Anyone at all. He looks at you and gives you a nod as if he knows who you want to send it to. Any other questions about what went on there?
No.
What I will say, then, before I head off, is I'm going to work on some things for you all. For your next fights, for wherever you may go. Especially where you're going next. I'll save my speech till you get there, and when I have that item ready. But as someone who has had all the time to think, I'm upset, but I'm glad I'm alive. Whether I was right or wrong, I do not wish harm on anyone. I wish safety for everyone right now. I think we should all do the same. Try to keep everyone as safe as possible. Everyone that could be an ally in this fight. Any possible ally is worth everything. So you all need to keep yourselves safe. It's okay. And he starts to head off. You see him walk, mumble to himself of the different places he has to go. He doesn't say hi to anyone there. And you all notice everyone else is off on their mission. The few people that are left are those not suited for a battle or helping in any sort of way. They're best off helping with food, helping lifting objects, making rooms more accommodatable, getting faring grounds set up for spar matches, things along those lines. And you all have a moment alone.
Bob's gonna take his paper and he's just gonna go to his room. He's just gonna walk off silently.
Anyone you wish to interact with also? Any of the gods?
Is Persephone here, or is she somewhere else?
Persephone is in the underworld still.
Then no, there's nothing I would want to engage with.
The sorry, go. Uh, the runes that were on Prometheus were set there by Zeus, and he broke them, right?
They were broken by the man.
The man, okay.
The things that you guys broke last time were the actual chains. There was still some heavy magic on them to like hold strength wise, but the main like trap set, curse set there, made so he had very little range of movement, kind of, and that was broken. It seemed by the man.
So he pretty much set Prometheus free, correct?
For the most part, you all just had to cut the line.
Yeah, Bob's just gonna write a note for Athena. Just gonna say, you know, how we're gonna come and get her. I lost one mom, I'm not gonna lose another.
Okay. We will come back to that. Does everyone just go back to the main like room? Because remember, you guys shared a room. Or are you guys kind of trying to just stay away, or you're just trying not to be in with anyone else other than yourselves, kind of.
Yes.
Did we?
Coming after a big failure like that, it'd be like, yeah.
If there's anywhere anyone wants to go, I have. If not, I have places and things that will happen.
Did we report this?
I think Prometheus was doing that.
Prometheus,
Gotcha.
Prometheus said, he'll. You guys get rest and do whatever you need to do. Okay.
Bob's in the room. Actually, I also want to see, is Pandora's box still? Oh wait, no. What's his name took it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yes.
That one guy, fucking
Nox's maker.
yeah.
Hephaestus.
Oh my, Hephaestus.
Yep. So if everyone kind of just goes back to the room, then what'll happen is anyone else writing a letter
No.
yet, or are they waiting?
I'm tempted to like rip my letter in half to get 2 letters out of it, but
You assume that would break
yeah,
break the enchantment on it.
Sneaky, sneaky.
yeah, no. Oh, yeah.
Mason, I want to ask something.
Yep.
Do you keep a lot of old parts that you would have used?
Oh yeah,
So he's a
You
hoarder.
kind of.
Make a perception check, and you can add an Arcana check. And I'm gonna let you know you're not using Nox's stats.
Gotcha. That would be a 19.
You look at your device next to you, and you see an alert go off.
I will inspect this alert.
You notice that an alert is going off, and you are getting a signal. An old signal has turned back on.
Oh,
Riot has been reactivated.
oh no.
You see
Someone doing
this go
something
on,
like that.
and it immediately deactivates. You notice it enough for it to go off, and it's done.
Would we see Nox panic a moment?
He knocks, like his lights momentarily flicker as he kind of deactivates for a few seconds.
Your battery's
Uh,
getting low.
No.
Is everything okay? Something
Yes.
Okay. You need to like charge or something? Do you charge? Like how does your sleep situation work?
I recharge. Or
Do you have-
let
do you
me.
have, like,
Huh?
do you have like a plug? Where
I
what
had
is
the
it?
charging station I go back to.
I'm not gonna
yeah.
think too hard about this.
He says that I have approximately 6 hours where I must remain inactive and motionless, spend sleeping. I am not unconscious. I can still see and hear as normal, but I cannot take any actions.
So you're like a silent alarm.
Correct.
And you like, okay. So if you can see and hear, you can like alert us as to what's going on, right? Like you can just be like, just like yell. Well, you're equivalent to yelling. You like set off a siren, like a.
I'm out of game. I'm actually not sure if I'm allowed to talk during Sentry's Rush. You know?
You good there, bud?
Hunter's thinking, bro. He's thinking real hard.
I got a nat 1 on a DM behind the screen roll.
Oh, rip.
Mason.
Hmm?
You begin to feel a tug in your brain, as if someone is trying to take the part that was able to control Riot out of your brain. And what it does is it sets off a security protocol, and like what everyone else sees is Nox deactivates for a second and then starts rebooting. But you do not take any psychic damage, is what you as the player.
Let's go.
He just said he didn't need to recharge.
But
then
also,
just
fuck.
went down.
Yeah. What?
What
There's
so good?
too
Charging
much.
stations?
There's too much going on today.
Do I see the charging station they mentioned?
Yeah.
He said
Yeah, you did.
if he looks like he's rebooting, I will like try to track him to the recharge.
Should we push him to his station?
Yeah.
I'll help him.
I'll grab the legs.
Thank you. I'll help too.
You guys all
I
move
literally
him.
just pick him up and place him there.
You guys are all able to move him. Nox, you're able to move, you're fine. You do feel a little tired and a little uneasy. You feel like you need to focus on something else for right now at the moment, just to check. But you're able to, if you need to do anything right now, you're completely fine to do so. You just need to like think about something real quick.
Mhm.
Figure out what just happened.
Nox's lights are gonna turn
Blue.
Or that
in
means
sort of
charging.
autopilot mode.
Charge.
And I would like Mason,
This is
give
weird.
me an investigation check or an arcana check, whichever stat is higher.
For me?
Mhm.
Natural 20.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Oh shit. I'm scared.
Fuck, dude. All right, I'm gonna give it to you. Natural 20 and my nat 1.
Holy shit.
All right. If anyone needs to take notes, I would like everyone to know this is going to be very big lore. This was.
I mean, would we know this?
This is going to be sessions ahead things that you just found out.
Well, like, would we know this? Yeah, so like technically only he
This
should
is
be the
what
one
happens.
taking notes, right?
So,
In case.
cinema style, the camera pans out to that nat 1. What that is an abomination shadow of 2D, a figurine made of only one dimension, like he is missing out of the world, is scrambling around, finds something, and starts to kind of alchemically and also like in a tinkering way mess with what it's finding, and we see that it is a robot that looks much like Nox, more of a berserker style big boy able to rush and demolish. It turns on for a second, and the camera zooms back to where we are now. In Nox's brain, an alert goes off, emergency protocol goes off, and we are able to see through both eyes simultaneously. And we're able to see inside of this creature, and Nox, you feel yourself walk into what is controlling this creature like a golem, with this ability that you found with Nox. You feel yourself able to jump into this golem and go further down a web into its control station, who's controlling it. And you see down this web, you see the shadow person is the first node. And then the next node is a larger kind of... It would be the size of one of your gods, kind of 12 feet tall, with a laceration down its neck that is nothing but teeth that opens into a mouth going down, and the top half is still able to function like a being with arms. It has a crown built into it, poking into its head, lacerating into the skull, vibrating magical power. This is the node of what is controlling that shadow creature. You're able to keep going further, and you notice the next stop is the same man that you just fought and lost against. With this natural 20 power, you're able to go further and see who he gets his power from. I will let you as a player. No, we can do it one of two ways. I will either let you have this natural 20, or I will do a luck check to see how much you learn.
I'll let you do that luck check.
Luck check? Okay. Would you like to give yourself a bonus for some psychic damage?
Yes.
Okay. Mason, your character, takes 6 psychic damage.
Alright.
So this is the lore episode, chat.
Holy shit.
So wait, he's seeing like who the big bad gets his power from?
You see the man that just had so much power in front of you. And you saw what he had summoned. And you had seen and felt the effect of what happened when you gazed upon it. Something he summoned and the power that it had. You're going above this. And what you see is more nodes connecting down. You see a gigantic, and I'm so mad that I don't have art for this. You see that bird thing that was the size of a jet plane. You see something that could play with the earth like a ball. You see 5 extremities, humanoid-ish, but the arm sections go down and lead to lacerating tentacles that can grasp, coil around a continent and grind it to dust in an instant. Where its mouth should be, you see an eye that opens up, and the lashes are that blade material that you saw on the bird as its wings. And this eye is nothing but a giant glowing red orb. And the same torso cut in half to show its true mouth. This being has a fish-like tail. And you see it holds a weapon. You're able to look at that weapon long enough and see the same language written on all of your weapons, giving it power. You see these nodes go down also lower and lower, and you're able to make connections. Because there's a faint line drawing to all of you in this tree of power. All of you have this faint node connecting to this giant creature. And you notice it's not because of your weapons. It's because just as large of a glow that you see from the man from the mountains, you see on Zeus, Hades, and Poseidon. None of the other gods have this glow. As a paladin,
The big three.
the energy you get is evil as a force of nature and against resistance. This is where this entropy and amalgamation abominations are coming from, is because of resistance to change of what this is trying to bring to the world. This is shown to everyone. This graph is projected out of Nox. Your eyes become lenses that project an illumination hologram out to your party, and they all see this tree of power and how it gives and who it goes to. You do see out of all the gods, Hades has the least of this power. You go back to your form. You feel exhausted after this. All this information filled your mind. As you gain some forbidden knowledge.
Nox, are you okay? What was that?
Has Nox snapped back to reality at this point?
You come back to that question.
I'm like knocking on his head. Ting, 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 ting.
Question.
What was that? Are you okay?
I don't.
What just happened? What just came out of your eyes?
Don't know. Nox is not moving.
What is going on here? Do we... should we tell any of the gods? What is it we even just saw?
Then look over at Leon, thinking he might have an answer for something.
Leon, you have no clue what any of this means. This is in no book. This is in no writing.
I've never seen this.
It seemed as if when the connection showed your like magic items, it seemed as if that is when you saw the runes of the powers inside your magic items. That is when you saw them actually turn into physical lettering. As if you heard a lot about this mist, there's another level to it, and you have all just been granted access.
I mean, we've got to tell someone, right?
What are we gonna tell them that we saw writing that linked us to?
There was a tree that pointed to all of the gods, or at least the main ones. Like, I mean, what was that? What did it mean?
What if they already know?
Why wouldn't they?
Because it sounds preposterous.
This whole thing, our lives now sound preposterous. We don't know what they know or what they believe. Maybe we could get some answers as to what that was.
Nox's voice sounds a little staticky and says, Are we even supposed to know this? What if they just smite us down for even knowing about that Lovecraftian end?
Yeah, what if they get angry at us for mentioning it?
I mean, it's not like our
knowledge.
fault. It was forced upon us.
Right, but we may have just glimpsed into something they don't even want to talk about.
We literally had Pandora's box here just a moment ago, and now we just basically made our own little one.
Remember, they punish anyone who who takes knowledge or gets knowledge that they're not willing to divulge. What Prometheus was put on a rock because he gave us fire, which went against what Zeus wanted. I don't think telling them this yet would be beneficial to us.
I mean, it's a time of crisis. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure this all out. We just lost Eris and rescued Prometheus, and now all of a sudden we're shown this spree of power of life or whatever the hell that was. I just want to make sense of all this.
I understand.
It did
Go
come
ahead.
from Nox. I believe he should be a deciding factor.
Previous. Cool.
I'm
Came
gonna
online.
turn
Model.
away and write on my note to Athena, and I'm just gonna write something.
The previous model, it went missing. Awful long time ago.
Could.
Recently came back online. I was looking into this anomaly before being bombarded. Whatever that vision was. Okay. To make of it.
Nox,
Do you think?
you get the ability to see through Riot's eyes? Do you do it?
I will.
You will?
Mhm.
You let the party know that you're gonna do this. And to the party, you go down again, and the projection goes up, showing the junkyard that the robot was in, that you saw the little 2D being tinkering with it, and you see that whisk away and go to a room of just pitch black. Riot stands up, and you get to see how large and tall he is, as going from prone to standing up. This was a big boy. And you see the man from the mountain. Well, I'll call myself beat when I'm beat. You weren't supposed to see that. I'm gonna not kill you still. Because again, that was on me. I am gonna say one thing, and you can trust me or not. I wouldn't go talking about that knowledge if I were you. If you don't trust me, and it's my power source. Why are they getting it? And the transmission ends. And right as the transmission ends, you hear a knock at the door.
No.
Hey,
Stay back. I have a staff with a mushroom.
it's me, Hades.
Father?
Do you unlock the door?
Yeah.
We have locks.
It's your own room.
The privacy.
Hades walks in. He shuts the door behind him. He doesn't lock it. Prometheus filled us all in on what happened there. Y'all doing all right?
I look over at Bob.
No.
Bob is just writing his note to Athena. Not paying attention. He looked up to acknowledge Hades, but went back to writing his note.
Nox, give me a performance or deception check as you are just now turning back on.
Well, he's on his charger board.
He is.
Is this
That's a 12.
Is this
12.
a guidanceable thing?
I mean, it's not that. It's just how Hades is gonna see this. Is just he sees it as like you guys are kind of beat from it, kind of like you've got a lot of stuff you got to deal with and think about. Anyways, I'm glad you all made it back safe. Where?
We all didn't make it back.
He starts the question and immediately stops. No, I would have known. I would have known about.
He died on the mountain, Dad.
Prometheus said that she needed to talk to me about something. I assume she's who. I'm sorry you all had to witness whatever happened. If Prometheus didn't already promise it, I will do what I can to find her. And do whatever. None of you kids deserve to die from this. It shouldn't be that. You don't deserve my complaining. Or you don't need it right now. Get some rest. Dinner will be in a couple hours. At this point, it's been an hour since you've all been out. Bob, whenever you are ready with whatever you have in your letter.
Yeah. Do you want me to PM it to you, or do you want me to just tell you?
You can just tell me.
Okay. So obviously he wants to go find Prometheus. So that he can send off a letter. Basically, it's just gonna say, Athena, Mom, we're going to come and save you. We're gonna get you out of there. I lost one mom, and I'm not gonna lose another. And then I'm going in the message. I'm gonna ask her if she knows anything about that tree of power, and what it has to, and how, or if she knows if and how it connects to the bad guy and our weapons and stuff.
You get one thing. I'll allow you one thing. You don't get the name of the man from the mountain. But
That's the bad guy.
the bad guy. This enormous thing at the end. You hear it called in reference as the main power source as the Blue King. So you go and you hand this letter off to Prometheus.
If you could get this to Athena.
I told you I could send it to anyone. I will see it sent to her. I will do my best to see her be able to reply back.
Thank you.
They don't need to do anything with a pen or paper.
I just need to know she's okay.
From what I know so far, she is.
I can't lose another one.
I'm glad you stopped by. There's something. You know how I said that the more allies that you can get, the better this is going to be off?
Right.
I have the ability. I'm going to give it to you. He gives you a wristwatch. And he gives one for you and each of your party members. This will work. All you need to do is tap this in battle, and I will come and separate the myth from who is controlling it. This is going to be a tougher battle, but it'll give you the ability to gain an ally. This is going to be very important, because the people you're going to be fighting, your mother hurt them very harshly. And though they may seek vengeance, revenge, or whatever it might be from her, I hope they don't do anything harsh, and I want to do everything we can to not let that happen. And still let them heal. Some people might be too far from saving. But anyone with this connection that we all share could be worthwhile. And you all gain the ability to summon Prometheus in any large battle in order to gain a possible ally out of who you're fighting. Again, this will mean a harder fight, but you will gain things like a possible ally and maybe other character benefits.
We got that summon ally wristwatch now.
Right. Thank you, Prometheus. I'll be sure to pass this along to the others.
Thank you. I understand, though, if you don't wish to show mercy.
I mean, I don't even really know who we're going up against. I've heard of Medusa, but I really don't know this arachne or whatever they're called.
Grab your party. I want to show you another part of the wristwatch. I assume you grab the rest of it.
Yeah, I'll go on. Guys, Prometheus, he wants to see us. He want. Oh, by the way, I passed them out. He gave us these watches. We can, in a fight, we can summon him.
I will make this a magic item, and you will learn the second part of this when it comes. And by next session, you will have this, and it doesn't require attunement or anything. I want to give a notice to stream real quick. What I'm about to go over is going to be some pretty graphic and possibly triggering subjects. So please watch at your own discretion. You all put your watches on. And he shows you how to use it. It's like a smartwatch. And in character, you are also able to cast legend lore on any possible myth you are about to go after once you've chosen that as your quest. And he casts legend lore on Medusa. A different kind of magic than what you saw project from Nox starts to come out, like fog almost, as this kind of time magic envelops the area, and we go back to the ancient times, where we see a very beautiful young woman in Athena's temple. People are passing her by, saying hello to her, complimenting her. And when prayer time comes, or when worships are being led, everyone's huddling around her. It seems that she is one of the most respected priests of Athena. One day, a man you all somewhat recognize as Poseidon comes in. Gives a little flirt, and you see some magic come off. This happens day in. Next day, they see each other, and it gets closer. At the end of the week, after all the flirting and romancing, they go to Athena's temple, and Poseidon takes advantage of this girl magically. Athena comes, sees this abomination, disgrace in her temple. And the story splits two ways, where this curse that now follows this beautiful woman is either done in response to protect her or in anger of her doing these acts in the temple. As this normally beautiful woman has her face changed as snakes grow out of her hair and grows into the Gorgon Medusa that we know from myth, and she rejoins her other two Medusa Gorgon sisters. We see in this timeline that Medusa has repressed this and saw this curse as teaching her a lesson, not upset but disappointed in what she did. Her grief has brought her to this understanding that she can make it right, prove herself worthy again. The clock opens on a pole. You see Medusa in a normal house. The mist opens. She wakes up. She's in regular long t-shirt and pajamas. She has her business suit on the counter ready for work. She gets to the mirror of her bathroom. The snakes are beginning to molt as summertime comes. A sudden sorrow fills my chest as I begin to weep, and I brush off the snakes that try to wipe the tears from my face. But the forked tongues come anyways. Nostalgia itself is the pain of wanting to return to an earlier, most likely easier or more peaceful time, but the grief of not ever being able to go back mixed with the fear that I constantly live with hating who I am and who I was made out to be twists my stomach in knots and brings me to my knees. As the snakes continue to try to heal my wounds. I was loyal. I was responsible. I was respected. I was well versed in my field. I would have continued to be all those things that I loved being. But most importantly, I was tricked. I was assaulted, and I was murdered. Metaphorically and physically, the young priestess that everyone loved and wished to be is now dead. I see my story being told as me being this horrible monster, and fiend hungry to kill people and get revenge. Turn them to stone if they dare look in the same direction as me. contrasting so harshly with the past of everyone wishing to be in my present every second of my waking days. So far that Poseidon himself couldn't resist and had his way with me in my own goddess's temple. But no, I was unfaithful. I deceived my goddess. And now, wandering through this world again, I will make it up to her. I will show her I'm okay again. I'm good. I won't prove her wrong. Medusa's gone. Medusa's dead. I have grieved her. And you see the time go forward to her at her desk in a normal job. Desk job. People passing by her, saying hello to her, able to look her in her face. Not get turned to stone. This towering woman, 6.5 feet tall, goes over her desk, looks her in the eye. And you look this lady in the eye, too. And her glasses have this glint to it. This shatter, like, prismatic webbing, almost. In the glasses. Ah. Oh, hello, ma'am. I don't believe I know your acquaintance. We are, friends of a friend. I need your help with something. As her hand comes out and you see this long hand with long fingernails, long, bony, wriggly fingernails. The vision ends. As I was saying, these people that you're going to be up against, they've been through a lot. You all know what you've been through as well. And although you've been hurt, they've been hurt. You can all fight for a better future. Around this time, Zeus starts patrolling around. Looks. Good job, everyone. Bringing Prometheus back. I knew you could do it.
Yeah. We got him.
Sorry you couldn't bring back my stepdaughter. I don't know. Sorry you couldn't bring her back, but you know you're all still here. She almost killed your mom, so you know. Not too bad. One less person you gotta look out for, eh? Anyways, I made this thing. Hephaestus made this thing. A lot of us are thinking that it's going to be a bit harsh, having you all have to go out alone. And so, what we're gonna do is allow you to call on one of us in any big battle, if you need our help. And, you know, we can't be worrying about myths staying as they are. They're too harsh. We need to destroy them. Well, that's what I'm being told. Most everyone believes this is the best way to do it. Anyways, here's these little watches that Hephaestus made up. And he gives you a almost carbon copy of the watch that you just received. And you understand that it works the other way. In almost a pacifist and genocide route, you can destroy the myths, making the fight easier. This can work well as a get out of jail free card, but you will destroy any bonuses that will come with it. It's not an instant win, but if you want your odds raised in a fight.
Does it look like exactly like the other one?
It's like a different color, and that's it. Prometheus looks like really upset. And Zeus sees that the conversation's done and walks away.
I put Prometheus's on and I put Zeus's in my pocket.
Yeah, I think
No consideration.
I didn't think that he was going to make one exactly like mine. I knew they were talking about that. I wanted to give you guys the ability to help. People might get upset at the allies you gain, but it's more people to fight with us.
I'm just gonna put Prometheus's on. I'll put the other one in my foot locker. I assume we have.
Now we're gonna make a very important roll to see if Prometheus sees, as the oracle, things on your eyes. He does not.
Huh?
I was rolling to see if Prometheus realized, as the oracle, that you'd gained forbidden knowledge, and he does not.
Can you not read my message?
No, he does not. He respects privacy.
Oh, he just sounds okay.
And he does a little
yeah, I'm gonna-
magic trick with his hand and sends it off.
Cool. I'm also gonna just put Prometheus's on, but I'm gonna reluctantly put Zeus's in my pocket.
While Prometheus is here, I would ask him about the that big guy's his weapon, his like soul jar thing. Is that preventing the souls from going to his father's land? Because Zeus
He does not know. No one knows above the guy that you guys fought with the weapon that you're talking about. No one knows what's above him. No one knows if he's working for anyone, who he's working for. So that would be part of revealing some of your forbidden knowledge, is that there's someone above him.
No, I'm not talking about that. I was talking about the weapon he used. Like he held it up to show my
Yeah,
mouth,
'cause he showed.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
The lantern
That
thingy he
is-
had.
Yeah, the lantern thing. Because Zeus also didn't know that not Zeus. Hades didn't know that the girl died. Which, if she was dead, wouldn't he know?
Yeah, because he said he was gonna go and search for her. I was gonna be like, oh, that's futile, but I was in my note.
She is not in the fields of Elysium, and she's on no plane that I can discern. She is missing, to say the best. Her soul is missing.
Her soul is trapped somewhere else,
In the lantern.
with the possibility of being free.
I would not hold my breath on that. There is a possibility, but I would not call it probable. We don't know where the souls of the other who have died to that sword have gone. We just know that their power has diminished greatly, severely, and ultimately. There may be a chance for us to rescue those in the orb and her soul. I need to do some reading and some looking.
I mean, if there's a chance, we have to try, right?
Gives you a smile and nods. Yes. We must try.
That's all we can do.
I'm gonna go do something.
Right.
I'm gonna go outside.
What do you do?
Is there like an open grass field anywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, I'm just gonna lie down in that.
I call the mushrooms upon me.
Yeah, no, it's literally
I just
like,
want to
I'm
be
gonna just-
sad and part of nature.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a fairy ring around me with the spores, basically.
Okay.
Just slowly have them growing, and I'm just gonna be lying there.
Bro's mushroom posting for real.
Now I'm just gonna take some shrooms, lay in the grass. It's gonna be great.
Just
Aren't you?
forget about the fact that my mom's soul is like stuck in a jar and possibly not even gonna like come out of it.
Yeah, that's harsh, bro.
To be fair, they have been treating everything as death so far. Like when they've been talking about Hera and Pan, they've been saying dead.
Yeah. And the fact that this man was holding up and like taunting me with that, and now I'm not like, oh, it's not a guarantee you're gonna get that your mom's soul back or free it. So like,
Right.
yeah, I think I'm gonna lie down and just kind of like,
Digest.
yeah,
Digest the shrooms. Got a good trip, man. Ooh,
this ain't no happy time.
Right. John, this is about the time that Bob gets a message back. I'm gonna need to make some rolls though.
Okay.
Okay. And you're gonna hear this in your mind telepathically.
Okay.
Okay. Sweetie, I'm okay. I'm okay. I assume you already know where I am. I'm in the Hall of Destiny. Where the old Fate sisters stayed. I'm with Arachne and Medusa. Arachne seems to have this plan with the eye and the web. I will be okay. I'd say you guys have about a day's rest that you can take before you need to get there. You have about 24 hours. If this plan goes the way I assume it's going to go, everything will get drastically worse. Our chances will go down horrendously. I just don't know why Medusa's working for Arachne. Poor girl. And the two rolls, you sense deep care for Medusa in the words you hear from your mother.
Like she, like kind of like she cares about Medusa and has like a
She
like
has
a
a
remorse
feeling
for
that
what she
Medusa
did?
is getting taken advantage of
okay.
by Arachne. The second thing you sense is sincerity. When she says, I have not heard of that. I didn't even know there was... I had to assume he was working under someone, or they're working under someone, but no, I know nothing about this tree. And you sense sincerity from that.
Okay. I will, God's gonna let out a little smile, but he's gonna wait till everybody's together to kind of reveal some of the information he's learned. He's just gonna eat. You need a lot.
Jaeger, you're out in the kind of grassy area. You're out in the open.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
Yeah. That's gonna. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's really. That's a 23.
Okay. You see Hermes fly over to Zeus. And you're able to hear. No, yes, they had their coordinates correct. They should all be appearing back here. It's been about 2 more hours since you guys have gotten back. No, they should all be back here. They should be appearing soon. If you say so. Dinner at the same time. Go check on. Trying to think of a random myth in my head.
This is who talking to who?
This is Hermes talking to Zeus.
Okay, that's what I thought. Make sure I got it right.
This is. Go check on the team with the. The Stinlymphian birds. Go check on that team. And Hermes goes. That was Zeus talking to Hermes. I got the voices mixed up. And Hermes opens his own portal and goes and checks.
No one pays attention to the shroom on the ground.
The giant circle of shrooms.
They are preoccupied.
I fully intended on using Druidcraft to make them grow faster.
Just giant stalks of shrooms.
Well, not big, just like a lot.
Oh, okay.
Technically, a 30-foot ring around me could be at most.
Jesus!
I'm not saying I'm doing that. I'm sticking to 10.
How much longer do you stay in this spot after hearing this news? Or not even news, just hearing this conversation.
That they're like, oh, they had their coordinates right. They should be back at the same time. Go check on like the bird group.
Yeah.
How long have I been out here?
Not that long. 4 or 5 minutes.
4 or 5. I'll stick to a 10.
Okay.
Like a 10 minutes. See if anyone comes out, but I do intend on telling them when I can.
You stay long enough. No one else leaves. Or comes by. But you see Hermes come back. Go ahead and make an insight check.
I'll guidance this since I'm now more interested in the conversation than before. That's a 20 and a 4 with a -1.
Okay.
Wait, you're rolling a disadvantage?
No, I have a negative
Guidance.
On it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Was that a nat?
Last time.
That 20?
That was a nat 20, and then a guidance of a D4, which is add a 4, and then a -1 for my stat.
So 23, but a nat 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see
No one cares for the shroom.
his face as he comes back in. You are able to see in time. You're not on any psychedelic or anything, but you're able to see
No,
time
absolutely
flow the way it does for Hermes, which is him going back and forth. He checks on the birds, comes back, looks worried. He goes to go check on another group, comes back, concerned.
Question. When you say bird group, are you referring to like other Arachakras?
He is going to check on other groups that were sent out. The
I was
other
like,
just
He's
groups that
checking
were
on the groups.
just
The
the birds are just a type of bird.
This-
He's checking on the
Okay,
other
that's-
groups like yours that were supposed to be back already.
Well,
Obviously,
the
yeah,
birds
just
are a
commented
type of
because-
herpes.
Herpes?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said it wrong this time.
So you see
You mean
him.
harpies?
You see him
We got
come back.
Bird piece?
You see Hermes come back from the second group. More concern. Goes back. This happens. You saw probably 20, 30 groups, including you all. 29th. He comes back. He sighs. He goes. And this is when genuine time comes and you see the defeat, the terror, the fear, the silence of looking at Zeus, shaking his head. None of the groups. They're all dead. They're the only ones left. As with that not 20, you see, as he comes out of the portal, the portal is holding something.
Portal's holding something.
From out the portal, you see a chain. And out that chain is a ball. As Hermes disintegrates.
That guy.
As you see the weapon that holds your mom takes Hermes as well.
At this moment, if Zeus like even looks over, I am like,
That is all.
it's
That is all you seeing Hermes gaining this information, going through portals 30 different times to see dead groups, dead groups, dead groups. A second doesn't pass by until you see the orb. Hermes disintegrates. This is when you come to basically like your true vision and like wake up or whatever this is. As Zeus saw the other side of the portal. No! Thunder, lightning, crackling all around as lightning is cracking in the waves next to you.
Do we hear this like inside?
You all start to hear
Oh god.
hurricane level storms start to conspire.
I'm gonna rush outside to wherever he went.
It'd be
And
pretty
you
obvious
see
to find me.
Zeus raging as Poseidon comes by, Hades comes by, Hephaestus comes out of the workshop, Apollo comes, Prometheus comes around the corner, tinkering on another gadget.
You see me just like standing in the field, just like staring blankly at what's going on right there.
Zeus catches your
Rooms
gaze.
around. Rooms around me and on me.
Zeus, this is an important fucking roll. Zeus keeps his composure.
Oh, does he?
Relatively.
He decides
As-
not to kill you for looking at him.
You
Oh,
all
wait,
feel
yeah,
for a
wait.
second, he's not mad at you. He's ready to go and fight this guy himself. And he holds back, knowing he would not win. Your nat 20 insight still bleeding into this. He notices that you saw that happen. Into the hole. Plans have changed. As everyone starts going into the hall, you have a second as it's just all the gods going into the hall. Hades looks at all of you and kind of holds that hand. Not at all in a you don't deserve entrance. It's a let's give this a second. I want you all to be safe before anything happens. In a very protective way, he holds you all back. And you have a second, you have a moment with each other.
Jaeger, what happened? Why was he so angry? What set him off?
We're all that's left.
Well, that's left. What do you mean we're all that's left?
I gesture like openly to this giant field that used to be brimming full of people when we first got here. And I say, look.
They're all
You
on their
feel-
missions.
You feel
I
the
shake no.
emptiness of a home where someone should be here. The emptiness of being too early for an important meeting. Being nothing available. It's emptiness. It's not cold, but you're getting nervous. It's like living alone in a mansion.
Are you saying we're the only ones that survived?
Hermes went to go check. He's not even around anymore. The chain went through the portal. So I don't know how safe we are.
What do you...
This was not the same
Hermes
portal
is
that you guys
gone?
use.
Oh, okay, Hermes.
Not the same kind of portal. The gods use a different portal than you use.
Okay.
What do
Hermes
you-
was checking on the other groups and he didn't say and he made it, and then suddenly this chain, he came out with it and pulled it back and dusted him.
Hermes is dead. And I'm assuming Zeus saw that, and that's why he
I know.
went on a rampage. What are we? We were supposed to have an army. What are we gonna do now? What is going on here?
Prometheus walks out the hall door, looks at you all in the face. He's stunned. And it's saying a lot with him being the Oracle. I apologize. Let's all chat inside. And let's devise a new plan. full trust, full disclosure.
Let's go.
You all walk in. Zeus stands up. Regained his composure. Children. We believed that we had a mission and a fight for everyone. That you would be able to help us. We needed to keep a lot secret. We needed to work in a very specific way. We are in danger as much as you. And Prometheus is stunned again, as Zeus is for the first time admitting the need for help and admitting that his plan was wrong. Right now, we still can't be much help on your errands that we send you on. But we're going to fight with you in this war. The mist need not be a thing we are afraid of anymore. Too much has been lost. We need to not worry about the image. We must win for us. The survival. And hope we don't go extinct. We can do as much as we can to train you and help. I know you are all on a time limit soon, but when you get back, we will offer you training. As you now need to become myth yourself. You need to become heroes. And Ares stands up. Well, first we're gonna get your fucking mom back, right? We're gonna get a theta here so we can start strategizing shit. We're not gonna go here, blow off some steam, and get everyone else killed in the process. We need to be very safe. We don't know what we're working against.
Right.
Leon wants to tell them what they saw.
Of the tree?
I
Yeah.
I was actually gonna pull Leon and Jaeger to the side and ask them if we should tell them. But I mean, if Leon is just gonna fucking tell them, then
Yeah, Leon's just gonna be full. That's the first
I will
time.
back him up. And also,
First
I prefer
time.
not be smited.
First time in Leon's what he knows about myths, that Zeus is being transparent, and Leon at that one moment is like, "Well, fuck it. I guess we're gonna put all cards at the table. If we're the only ones left, I mean, what's left to lose at this point?"
Okay.
Our lives.
Is there
We know of the
anyone
Blue
you're going
King.
to tell, or are you going to say this out loud?
I'm saying it to all the
say it out
gods.
loud.
Out loud.
We know of the Blue King.
I expected this to happen.
No.
Did you really?
I did. Okay. Alright. We're gonna make it important.
You fucked up.
My glasses.
This is derail the campaign.
Okay, good.
Holy
This
shit,
is
we're only
what we thought were going to happen.
3
This is-
sessions in.
Derail the campaign. You
Let's
guys got the
go.
perfect. I'm going to let you know. Out of game before I make this roll. You guys got late game, like higher level knowledge. That was knowledge for later in the game. And then some rolls went very poorly in all the wrong directions. People are dying quicker than it was supposed to. And you're now
Oh, is it-
going to spread the secret in
I had no part in spreading
open
the secret.
transparency.
-1 to intelligence.
I will let John.
Oh,
I'm gonna do this.
me.
I need you to roll
Oh.
a d20.
What if
Yeah.
if we were both for saying this? So
Yeah, I was about to say me and Leon.
I was gonna go
talking.
say like I'm saying everything.
Yeah,
my
once
guidance
I
is-
saw him start speaking, that's when I was also gonna start
We'll make
speaking.
this interactive.
I'm just gonna preface it like I started the conversation.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you say, Leon?
We know of the tree. We know that we saw something that connects all the gods together to this giant tree.
Okay.
And when he says that, that's when I will say, we know of the Blue King.
John, I'm gonna need you to roll 2d20 and let me know the roll.
Sick, dude.
If anyone has heard of the like intimacy roll, where you take how far away it is from another roll.
Oh,
So what did you get?
get another 20 and a 1.
That's gonna be a 13.
Middle.
And a 1.
And then that one.
And a 1. Dude, I tested these dice. These were my good fucking dice.
So
Shit.
this is what I'm gonna say.
Oh.
I was gonna give myself 2 dice. I'm now gonna give myself 3 dice because of how poorly this went.
Oh, so awesome, dude. That's so fucking great.
Let's shoot for 4.
Let's shoot for 4.
You know what? No, we'll do 2. You
Alright,
want
Leon.
both of these to be as close to 1 as possible.
Yeah, they're gonna be close to 1.
The first
R.I.P.
one-
Bob and Leon.
Actually,
I was the one that said the name. It's RP me. It's RP Bob.
Yeah, dice tray.
you know what, guys?
Box of Doom. Box of Doom.
Let's go.
They gotta come out with
No.
this
No, get your fucking gemstone dice out of here, you fucking whore.
one. The first
His
roll
iodized. Died.
is a 15.
I can't see that, but yeah.
Already not looking
Oh.
too. You want this to be below 15.
That has a good chance.
Come on.
That is a 6.
Oh.
So
But you got a 15. You got to keep that in
Now.
mind.
I'm gonna let you know.
I had a 13.
Still
That's
got
close
an
to
outline.
15.
He still got an outline.
Yeah, I know. Shut up. Don't
So-
remind me, okay?
I am gonna let you guys know that
That's why I
in
don't do the
the
important
way
rules.
that does go is it was a 1 and a 15. Those are 15 away from each other. The first head to poke up is Hades. As he hears familiarity in the name. And I need to change the music.
You guys are getting music? I don't hear any music.
Yeah,
No,
that's
it's
what
just
I'm
on the
saying.
stream.
Oh.
Do you want me to set you up in the server so we could have a bot for music?
For next time. So,
Okay.
The music
You
in
all-
the stream is quiet.
okay. So, you all see Hades' head poke up in recognition of the name. doesn't have any negativity or positivity towards it. And then you see Poseidon look up, glare at Leon. And Zeus, in his rage, his eyes look at Bob. A hand waves as time stops for everyone but Hades, Zeus, Poseidon, and the four of you.
Oh. God.
Where did you hear of that name, boy?
We were shown a vision.
From whom?
It it came from Nox.
I give
Not
you the
funny.
slowest head turn known to man.
Oh
The
my
most
God.
bombastic
Side-eye.
side eye that my metal fucking face can conjure.
Nox connected to another robot. We saw through it the bad guy that we were not supposed to interact with. He
And
was
hold
talking.
on, real quick. Out of like, when I heard the name Blue King, was that through what happened with Nox, or was that like revealed to me when I was sending the message to Athena?
Nox.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, Athena didn't through your note.
Yeah, 'cause she didn't know who it was. Okay.
No.
Nox, you feel Zeus make an Arcana check.
18 on die.
18 on die. Okay. If any tinkering is higher, if whatever you would use for like kind of picking apart investigation, perception, if any of that, whatever bonus would be higher. Let me know the total.
23.
You see Zeus. What is this that you're using?
Investigation.
You see Zeus. Your eyes kind of lock in as for a moment Zeus looks out of the time stop and through a new different magic drains power out of Hephaestus in order to use it on you to make you play the tape again. And you feel your mind being taken over, Nox, as a memory is forced to the beginning of your head and you're forced to play it. And they all take in the information. And Zeus is enraged.
So,
Make these. Oh, no. You know what?
we're doing great, guys.
That's a nat 20. Hades
Oh.
stands up. I doubt they were showed this on purpose or that they seek this information. I would not. If the rest of them were still alive, I would raise suspicion, but they are all we have left. Zeus looks. Well, since you're the only ones left, the reason why we have this island Atlantis, as it was a research site on Earth. It was ran by a species called the Triton. The reason why Earth is mostly water, they molded it. Water was their biggest resource. And then one day, they wanted to no. You know enough. And he unfreezes time. In all of your heads, you hear not Zeus, but Poseidon. If you speak a word or say that name again, this world might as well burn. For you will no longer inhabit it. We are not against you. As everyone else unfreezes. Nox, you see Hephaestus. A little weaker. Hermes is gone. I guess he got a bit too inquisitive. Looked out. Found every single group dead. Didn't notice that he could be tracked, he could be followed. He could have just never came back. But instead, he died here. We need to turn things right again. Anyone in our way will see their end. And you feel power start to surge in those watches that are in your pockets or wherever they might be. As for you, four, your mission will continue tomorrow. Get rest. Have peace by yourselves. Any items you might need for tomorrow. We had more for the groups and such, but anything you need for your mission tomorrow. Get Athena back so we can win this. As everyone starts to disperse. And to Bob and Leon, you feel like that could have gone a lot worse.
Definitely more they're
looks
not
we're-
telling us.
It looks like we're 2 for 2, Bob.
There is definitely, Zeus flat out said to you, you know enough.
We don't. Yeah. I feel like you said, it was all in an effort of transparency, right? Like, I thought it would be smart.
I didn't disagree, so.
But there's definitely more that we need to know, especially about.
Yes.
We shouldn't speak about it here.
No. I don't.
Else?
Outside of campaign, I don't know how much longer I can go.
Well, that's good because we're at a good ending point.
Okay,
out of game,
thank you.
you all level up to level 5.
All right. Oh, cool. 5.
Skipping.
Oh, change!
Damn.
You all,
Damn,
Hey.
bro.
that
Shadow Money
was
Wizard.
supposed to be at the end of the next fight. You would only level up to level 4, but you guys went through a lot this session.
We saw a lot that we weren't supposed to.
Yeah, we kind of.
Out of character. You have 0 level tokens now. Now that we're at level 5, you have 0 level tokens. I will tell you how much missions are worth when you go on them, and based off of how you execute the mission. A shop is now open. We won't really worry about shopping episodes unless there is genuinely a lot that everyone wants to look at, sell, and try to buy. Anything else can be just done with me and a DM. There's no prices for anything unless it's a magic item. A magic item, you may start to earn some payment, but for right now, you each have 1,000 gold.
Oh, shoot.
So anything homebrew player's handbook you wish to buy, I can look into it.
So if it's not magic, it's free.
It's not magic, they will not make you pay for it.
I'll take a galleon.
Anyways, this is it for today's episode. Next episode, our heroes will be fighting Medusa and Arachne. Perhaps with the help of another ally. I had something to continue with and I completely forgot what it was. But yeah, next week is a boss fight time.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, hope everyone
I just
enjoyed
became a
the episode. A lot of
pacifist.
lore. Shop is open. You guys are gonna get a lot of stuff from level 5. And yeah, that's really it for the episode. After this is basically just gonna be me chatting with everyone about the episode. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching.
Woo!
Thank you for coming out.
Yeah,
everybody.
Oh my gosh.
Okie dokie. So
That was.
I just became a pacifist, and now there's a boss fight with a double boss. How
yeah. A lot of roles
So can you explain?
that I needed to make happened to me and went every extreme direction they could have.
Nice.
Yeah, any clarification I can give.
So there
How much
the,
did we fuck up your plans?
Yeah.
Out of game, you guys almost lost alliance with the gods. Out of
Like
game.
I was about to say, if you
I
hadn't
could've
have rolled a
seen-
nat 20, what would have happened?
You guys would be on your own.
Oh. Like
basically what right now, am I right?
No, so
they
what
they
I'm
said
put out
we were
right
gonna be
now is-
transparent, so like.
Zach really said, all right, hold up, benevolent check.
Mm-hmm.
It was so bad. I almost pulled out. There's a part of me that's waiting for a certain spell to come out, and I don't want to. They're not mad enough yet.
Oh, am I gonna get disintegrated again?
No, not again.
Removed from reality.
Yeah. No. So you guys didn't fuck up the campaign, but what happened is you learned something I wasn't gonna give you guys until like Act 2, Act 3 maybe. Like end game stuff. That tree, you were gonna learn about way later. You were gonna learn about the island. You were gonna learn about like you're gonna start to like look into like your magic weapons as you upgrade them and learn like who they were made by, and you just so many rules worked together.
So what we had learned from Zeus yelling at us basically was that Atlantis was a research outpost, and that was originally inhabited by the Triton. That was like it, right?
It was a research.
That's all he
outpost
told us.
before humans, before any life existed on Earth. Atlantis was this kind of like research outpost.
I do gotta say, if I wasn't a human, I was gonna be like, can I be like a trident and be like the captain of the swim team and something like that? That would be really fun.
Man, that'd be crazy
and you
now,
guys-
huh?
You guys
Oh, yeah.
definitely learn Poseidon is the most mad.
That we learned this?
Poseidon, blue,
Poseidon.
coincidence.
The Blue King.
Am the
I
only
thought it was
Poseidon
gonna be
all
like-
time?
I didn't even think of that connection.
Yeah,
I thought it was
I
gonna
wa-
be chaos.
Zeus has the most connection to him, but it seems like that's also because he's the eldest. And the
So
king
we
of
don't know-
humans.
So we don't know the nature of the connection, just that they are.
You don't know. You just know that it is they're getting they're getting power from the same sources as the person you're fighting against. And that person is against them.
Yeah, dude.
Because I had that, I was gonna do that roll for Riot no matter what, and I fucked it up. And I was like, I'm gonna give them a nat 1. I'm gonna give them some lore, and then it just kept going off after that.
Because he rolled a nat fucking 20, dude.
Yeah.
And a nat 20 into a nat 1, or a nat 1 into a nat 20 deserves hella lore.
Yeah. Jeez Louise, dude.
If anything, Bob, you get reassurance from the way Athena, the sincerity that you felt of her saying she had no idea about it, with Zeus freezing everyone else other than who was present during that.
So that kind of confirms the fact that they're the only ones that
It's just
know
that
who or what this thing is. Okay. That's what I thought. Okay. And Poseidon was basically like, you talk about this name again, I will fucking
Poseidon
kill
is the
you.
one that made the threat.
He was like, if you say this name again, I'll kill you, pretty much. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Oh,
And
dude.
there's nothing about this figure in like established mythology, right?
There's nothing about what?
There's nothing about like this character in established mythology, right?
No.
Because
Not
when you were
even-
just
not even in like other mythology, like you would think that the creator of a god would be something like a lot of people would be interested in. There's nothing. There's like
I thought you were talking about the Titans originally.
I thought it was gonna be chaos.
this is
Like
this
the,
is
the
like
creator of the
higher.
cosmos.
This goes higher.
Chaos isn't really a Greek thing. It's more of Egyptian.
Oh, gotcha.
But it does
I
feed
mean,
from that
the-
same like, if anything, it feels like how the fact that your Greek gods are manifesting with you, it's because they are only in Earth, and you know this thing that you saw at the top of the ladder. You
Yeah,
know
you're
that
looking
it is
more.
unlimited.
with Greek, it'd be more about what happens with Tartarus, and that realm is really where they get most of their power from in actual mythology.
Yeah, this is why it's Greek mythology inspired, because I'm doing whatever the fuck I want.
Hell yeah.
Cause you're a bitch.
Hey,
Is
look,
there mention of any of the other pantheons also being real?
no,
Not yet.
you have not. That's not been a question that's been asked, and it's not been anything that you've gotten any information on. But you don't believe so.
I think
Gotcha.
I think we're all just too focused on the problem
But
at hand.
that also means that might be something they've not told you on purpose.
It hasn't even been a question in Bob's mind, though. So much has happened at one time, or in such a short amount of time. Bob was just kind of like stunned and like just kind of going through the motions.
That's why Nox
First,
has been silent for most of it.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I mean, like
Jaeger didn't want any part of like getting murdered right there.
originally I was gonna pull everybody aside and be like, should we tell them what happened? And then, Leon just like, yeah, so we saw this thing about the
Hey,
tree.
yeah, what are your guys'
da-da-da-da."
charisma score?
Charisma?
Mine?
Yeah, you're in Leon's. What are your fucking charisma scores? Because they better be negative.
Me?
-1.
No, me?
Wait,
No,
was
Leon.
that a charisma roll at disadvantage?
No, that was I forget what the name is, but it's basically you rolled at disadvantage. It was basically a luck check. What I then
Yeah,
did,
my charisma's a negative.
yeah, it
Mine's a
makes sense.
-1.
So what I did is I rolled 2 dice, and I picked the one because of how poorly your roll went. I picked the one that was furthest away from your roll. Now, if you'd gotten a 10, that would have been ideal, because then no matter what I get, it can't go too far. You got a natural 1, so all I had to do was hope to get a high roll.
Right.
But I could have gotten another thing, like if I had rolled like a 2 and a 5, the result wouldn't have been as drastic.
They wouldn't have been as mad.
Yeah. It was like a severity meter.
There's so many drastic rolls this session. Like you're not one. We had 2 important nat 20s.
That's what I'm saying.
And then
It
a
was
disappointing nat 1.
It was a lot.
Oh, dude.
But
I
in a
need to
good
get-
way though. It was balanced. Like there's ups and there was downs.
You
Mostly
guys
Yeah.
learned. You guys
Mostly
learned
down.
a lot,
like that.
and you learned it early. So this is all stuff like, for example, you could have this now. The thing of the big bad talking to you guys and being like, "Hey, I understand knowledge. These guys are getting the same power that I am. I'm not so bad, XYZ. He said trust him. And you guys learned this early. That's way more formative than if you guys learned it later on.
Dude.
I'm
Hey
confused.
man, this guy has not lied to us yet.
The bad guy?
The bad
Yeah.
guy
Yeah.
has not lied once.
Whoa.
Jaeger's
What do you
taking
mean?
that.
What do you mean the?
Yeah, but he's killed our fucking companion right in front of our fucking
No,
eyes.
oh, trust me, I hate him. But he's not lying.
How bad could he possibly be?
Very.
Yeah, he's only a murderer.
Can he
What
be?
murder?
Slay.
He's a good guy. What about the murder? What?
What
What
murder?
murder?
Zach, I need to
These
pick up
hands pour the
Tasha's.
blood of 1,000 children. Slay.
Am I allowed to use what's in Tasha's?
It never works.
I'm going for ASI improvement.
As a person that plays a bard in my other campaign, it never fucking works.
Are
What
you doing
does?
laughter or whip? Alright, well, I'm going to end the stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everyone have a good night.
Why
Come back.
stream?
I thought the stream was over.
In
Yeah,
2
me
weeks from
too.
now- no, I do
Yeah.
like
No,
a little
we're
fireside
adventuring
chat after.
party.
Okay.
See you guys in 2 weeks from now, where we fight
Yeah.
a dude.